the question is what is expansion and why is it important? It's an important question, I think, and a lot of us should be thinking about it as SMEs or as businesses. Aramex has been doing expansion for the last, since we started really. Our business started in Jordan, Amman, Jordan, and ever since we've been growing into every new country, in order for us to provide coverage and services to our clientele. So expansion for us was a must. It wasn't a luxury. It wasn't something that we thought would be nice to do. We had to do it. And we've been using the same methods we use now to expand as we are using 30 years ago. And in that sense, we have that experience. So how important is it to expand really? And when do you expand? I don't think there's one formula for that. You can either do it after a few years of starting up, and I know some startups who have done it after the first year. Now with the proliferation and the availability of internet, ability for someone to be online all the time, a lot of people are able now to be global or regional by being online and selling their stuff, their goods or services online, and being able to reach new markets in that sense. So there's several ways to do it. And we'll get to those in more details as we go through the presentation. So are you ready? You'll never know until you start doing it. And it's a fantastic learning experience, especially if you're getting into a new market. Something I've personally been very passionate about, where we expanded in so many countries, new markets. So it's personally, but as well as professionally, rewarding for a company when it does it well and it does it in the right format. And the lessons learned are amazing, whether they are related to the business or the industry or the actual company that you're managing. The lessons you will learn about yourself, about the culture of the company, about the potential that you can get to, and the adaptability and the flexibility you will have to find yourself doing is just amazing. And you can really build a lot of breadth in terms of experience and add a lot of interesting challenges to the team and to the company. And then failure is always an option. Failure is always going to happen. We have failed several times in different formats, but that helped us become better and better and refine our way to expand and eventually find the right format for us to be in a new market. Stages of growth, of course, it depends on what stage you're in, and what is it you're looking for in that expansion project. So are you in a startup? Startups are usually very pressured. They're under a lot of pressure from investors. They don't have sufficient resources, either in team or in financial means. So they have to really focus their efforts on a specific activity. So growth there becomes a very focused element. Or you can go into the growth phase, where it's again there's a lot of pressure, you're growing, and that can also mean expanding in new markets. Or there's always, whenever you reach maturity, usually companies on average they choose to expand into new markets when they reach a certain maturity in the existing core market. So they decide to seek different avenues of growth and finding new partners and new investments to expand and grow once they have finalized and they have proven their business model. So choosing when to grow is very important in that sense, and should remain opportunistic, I think. One case study we have from Jordan is Cups and Kilos. This is a coffee shop that sells coffee in the store, but also sells the beans for someone to make coffee at home. Started from a very humble setup in Jordan, but ever since they've been growing and franchising, and we're seeing them expand quite quickly.